Yeah, I hope my voice is clear, everybody. So today I will teach how to solve assignment problem by using Hungarian method. So I have taken one problem. So if you observe here, rows are there, columns are there. Row side I have taken jobs. So how many jobs I have considered? A, B, C, D are the jobs. These are the 4 jobs I have considered. And how many machines I have considered? 1, 2, 3, 4 machines I have considered. So each job should go through all the machines. So at a time you cannot start all the jobs on the same machine. So one job to only one machine. Okay. So you have to identify. So these are the costs. So first, suppose a job, machine 1, how much cost is required? 15 is required. Cost is 15. So a job, machine 2, 14. Whether it is given in rupees or thousands of rupees, whatever may be. So these are the costs are given. So to perform these jobs on the machine, this is the cost matrix is given. So you have to identify what is the optimum schedule, and what is the minimum cost. What is the minimum cost you have to identify by using Hungarian method. So how to solve this problem? So Hungarian method, there are several steps are there. There are 9 steps in Hungarian method. So we will do one by one, one step by step. We will finish out this problem. So what is the first step in the assignment problem? The first step in assignment problem is nothing but first you have to check how many rows are given and how many columns are given in the problem. So step number 1 is nothing but you have to check how many rows are given. So how many rows are given in this problem? So that number of rows is equivalent to step number 1, number of rows is equivalent to. So how many rows are given? 4. So 4 jobs have considered. So 4 rows are there. So next you have to identify how many number of columns are there. Number of columns is equivalent to 4. So step number 1 is nothing but you have to identify how many number of rows are there and how many number of columns are there. So in this case, number of rows is equivalent to number of columns, then you can directly go to step number 3. If number of rows not equal to number of columns, then you have to go to step number 2 and you have to make it equal by introducing a dummy row or dummy column. But in this case, what happened? Number of rows is equivalent to number of columns. So that means directly I can go for step number 3. So therefore, what you are getting, number of rows is equal to number of columns. Number of rows is equivalent to number of columns. Then I can go to directly step number 3. Then go to step number 3. Okay, so already I have sent the procedure. So in that first step, what is the first step? In Hungarian method, number of rows you have to check how many number of rows are there? 4 are there. And number of columns, how many number of columns are there? 4 are there. So in this case, what you are getting, number of rows is equivalent to number of columns. Then directly I am going to step number 3. So what is step number 3 in Hungarian method? So next I will write step number 3 here. Step number 3. So step number 3 is called row reduced matrix. So step number 3 is called row reduced matrix. Step number 3 is nothing but row reduced matrix. So how to calculate this row reduced matrix? First I will explain, listen carefully. So identify the first row reduced. So this step number 3 is applied only for rows. Only for rows you have to apply. So that's a row reduced matrix. So that means identify the first row. What is the smallest element in the first row? What is the smallest element? Smallest element is 12. Identify the first row, and first row smallest element is 12. So this element should be subtracted from each and every element of that particular row. So identify the first row, identify the smallest element. What is the smallest element? 12. It should be subtracted from every element of that particular row. Okay. So that means what is that? 15 minus 12. 15 minus 12 means what you will get? 3. 14 minus 12. 14 minus 12 is 2. 12 minus 12. 12 minus 12 is 0. 16 minus 12. 16 minus 12 is 4. 16 minus 12 is 4. Similarly, repeat the procedure for each and every row. Identify the second row. What is the smallest element? Smallest element is 22. Smallest element is 22. It should be subtracted from each and every element of that particular row. So 23 minus 22. That means what is the value? 1. 22 minus 22, 0. 25 minus 22, 3. 24 minus 22, 2. Now second row is completed. Third row, smallest element. What is the smallest element in the third row? 31. 31 is the smallest element. It should be subtracted from each and every element of that particular row. So 31 minus 31. 31 minus 31 is 0. 34 minus 31, 3. 32 minus 31. 32 minus 31 is 1. 32 minus 31 is 1. And then 33 minus 31, 31. 33 minus 31 is 2. So each and 31 is the smallest element. it should be subtracted from each and every element. So 31 minus 31, 0, 34 minus 31, 3, 32 minus 31, you will get 1, 33 minus 31, you will get 2. Similarly, last row, smallest element. What is the smallest element here? 21 is the smallest element. It should be subtracted from each and every element of that particular row. So 21 minus 21, 0. And next 32 minus 21. 32 minus 21, that means what is the value? 9. Sorry, 9, 10, 11. 32 minus 21. 32 minus 21 is 11. And next 44 minus 21. 44 minus 21 is, I think, 23. 23. And next 53 minus 21. 53 minus 21. That means 32. 32. So these are this is step number 3. Step number 3 is nothing but row reduced matrix. Like this, you have to calculate the row reduced matrix. Row reduced matrix. Now step number 3 is completed. Next step number 4 is nothing but, so for doing step number 4, step number 3 is main. So this is the main table now. Row reduced is the main table. So now rows I have completed. Similarly, I have to apply for columns. I have to do the same procedure for columns. So step number 4. Step number 4, column reduced matrix. Step number 4, I will write here. Step number 4. Step number 4, column reduced matrix. Column reduced matrix. Column reduced matrix. Column reduced matrix. That is step number 4. So for doing step number 4, step number 3 is main, not this one. This is the original problem. Now step number 3 is main. So row reduced matrix you have to consider for doing step number 4. So what is step number 4? Column reduced matrix. So column, in the name itself is there. You have to consider column wise. So see the first column. First column, what is the smallest element? What is the smallest element in the first column? 0. So 0 means if you subtract any value minus 0, the same values you will get. That means first column will be as it is. What is the first column? 3 and then 1, 0, 0. 3, 1, 0, 0. And next, second column. What is the second column? Smallest element. Second column is also smallest element is 0. So say column will be as it is. What is that? 2, 0, 3, 11. And next, third column. Third column also smallest element. See third column also smallest element is 0. So any value minus 0 gives the same column. That means what is it? 0, 3, 1, and then 23. And then 23. Okay. And now see last column. What is the last column? Smallest element. Last column smallest element is 2. You can take any 2, no problem. Minimum element is 2. So every value minus is 2. That means what you will get? 4 minus 2. 4 minus 2 is 2. 2 minus 2, 0. 2 minus 2, 0. 32 minus 2. 32 minus 2 is 30. So like this, you have to calculate step number 4. So step number 4 is nothing but row reduced matrix. Step number 4 is nothing but row reduced matrix. Step number 4 is nothing but row reduced. Step number 4 is nothing but column reduced matrix. So step number 3 row reduced. Step number 4 column reduced. So this is the original data. So now you have to consider this step 4. So just I will copy the step 4 here so that you can see better. Okay. So just I will write this you can understood. So just I will rub this one. I will treat as this is step number 4. Step number 4. Step number 4 is column reduced. Column reduced. So what you got column reduced? Just I will copy here. So I will copy here. What is the first column you got? 3, 1, 0, 0. 3, 1, 0, 0. 2, 0, 3, 1. 2, 0, 3, 11. And then 0, 3. 0, 3, 1, 23. And then 2, 0, 0. 2, 0, 0, 30. So this is the fourth step you are getting. So I don't have a space here. That's why I copied there. So that is step number 4. Now step number 5. What is step number 5? Step number 5 is nothing but you have to make the assignments and cross symbols by using some procedure. So step number 5 is important one. Step number 5 and step number 7 is important in the assignment problem. So step number 5 is nothing but you have to make the assignments and you have to use cross symbol. This rectangle is called assignments. Whenever I say assignment, this is the symbol. This is the cross symbol. So step number 5 is nothing but you have to take step number 4. This you have to consider. In step number 4, you have to mark the assignments and cross symbols by using some procedure. I will tell you that procedure. Okay. So how to identify these assignments and cross symbols? There are several steps are there. The first step in step number 5 is nothing but identify a row with a single 0. Identify a row with a single 0. So single zeros first you have to identify. Rows only you have to consider. Identify a row with a single zero. Is there any row with available? Single zero is available, you will consider. If single zero is never not available, then you will go for 2 zeros. If 2 zeros are not available, then you will go for 3 zeros. So is there any row consists of single zero? First row itself single zero is there. First row itself single zero is there. Whenever single zero is there, directly make the assignment. Directly make the assignment. So single zero is there, so directly I will make the assignment. After making the assignment, any other zeros in the row side or any other zeros in the column side should be crossed off. After making this assignment, any other zeros in the row side or any other zeros in the column side should be crossed off. Sometimes what happened is here 0 is there. Here 0 is there. Here also 0 is there. Otherwise here 1 is there. Here the value is 2 is there as it is. Suppose here 0 is there. After making the assignment, any other zeros in the row side or any other zeros in the column side should be crossed off. Column side you have to cross this 0. But in this case, no problem. You are not getting zeros. So this value will be as it is. So after making the assignment, any other zeros in the row side or column side should be crossed off. So row side zeros are not available. Column side also zeros are not available. So cross you won't get here. In this case, you won't get this cross. Okay. Next, go for single zero. Is there any row consists of single zero? Is there any row consists of single zero? Second row 2 zeros are there. Third row also 2 zeros are there. Fourth row single zero is there. Single zero means directly make the assignment. Single zero is there, directly make the assignment. Any other zeros in the row side no zeros are there. Any other zeros in the column side 0 is there, you can cross. After making the assignment, any other zeros in the row side or any other zeros in the column side should be crossed off. Row side zeros are not available, column side zeros are there, so that is the reason I have crossed this 0. Okay, and then go for single zero again. So is there any row consists of single zero? Now this is cancelled. This is cancelled means third row you have single zero is available. For second row you have 2 zeros. If single zero is not available, then only you go for 2 zeros. If 2 zeros are not available, then only you will go for 3 zeros. No zeros are available, you can stop the process. Okay, so that means in this case, what is that? Third row single zero is there, directly make the assignment. Directly make the assignment. After making the assignment, any other zeros in the row side, already it is crossed. Okay, any zeros in the column side zeros are there, you can cross that 0. Now is there any row consists of single zero? So the single zero, only 1 0 is available in second row, so directly you can make the assignment. After making the assignment, any other zeros in the row side, already it is crossed. Any zeros in the column side zeros are not there. So now no rows left out. So all the rows are completed. So you can stop the process now. Now zeros are not available. You can stop the process. So this is about step number 5. So step number 5 is nothing but how to mark the assignment, how to mark the cross symbols. That procedure is important. So I have told the procedure. What is the procedure? Identify a row with a single zero. If single zero is found, directly make the assignment. Any other zeros in the row side or column side should be crossed off. You have to repeat the procedure until all the zeros are covered. So if single zero is not available, then go for 2 zeros. If 2 zeros are not available, you can go for 3 zeros. If no zero is available, you can stop the process. That is about step number 5. Okay. And then step number 5 included in this one. In this step 4 only, I have included step number 5. Next, step number 6. Step number 6 is nothing but you have to check how many number of assignments you got. So assignment means rectangle symbols. How many you got? 1, 2, 3, 4. So number of assignments equal to 4. Number of assignments equal to 4. And what is the order of the matrix? How many rows and how many columns are there? 4 by 4. This is the 4 by 4 matrices. So that means what is the order of the matrices? Order of the matrices is 4. So that means order of the matrix equal to 4. That means what you are getting? You are getting number of assignments equal to order of the matrix. Then stop the procedure because you have been reached the optimum solution. Whenever number of assignments equal to order of the matrix, so you have been reached the optimum solution, you can stop the procedure. Sometimes what happens is number of assignments only you will get 3 and order of the matrix is 4. So number of assignments not equal to order of the matrix, then you can go to step number 7. So but in this particular problem, what you got? Step number 6, number of assignments. How many number of assignments you got? 4. And what is the order of the matrix? Order of the matrix is 4. So that means what you are getting? You are getting number of assignments equal to order of the matrix. So number of assignments equal to order of the matrix. Hence, we have been reached the optimum solution. Hence, you have been reached the optimum solution. Now you have to identify what is the optimum schedule to this particular problem. Because you have been reached the optimum solution, you have to identify what is the optimum assignment. So generally, what is this row side? Row side is jobs. So this is nothing but jobs. This row side values are jobs. Just I will mention because I have been reached the optimum solution. So these are the jobs A, B, C, D. And what are the machines? Machines are 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That means what is the optimum assignment you are getting? A is assigned to A job is assigned to which machine? Wherever assignment is there, that particular machine you have to assign that job. So A is assigned to 3. So number of assignments equal to order of the matrix. Hence, we have been reached the optimum solution, and the optimum assignment is given by. And the optimum assignment is given by A is assigned to A job is assigned to which machine? Third machine. A job is assigned to third machine. B job is assigned to which machine? Second machine. B job is assigned to second machine. And C job is assigned to which machine? C job is assigned to fourth machine. And D job is assigned to which machine? D job is assigned to machine 1. D job is assigned to machine 1. This is the optimum schedule. This is the optimum schedule for this particular problem. But you have to identify what is the optimum cost. What is the minimum cost you have to identify. So this is the cost matrix. This is the original problem. This is the original problem. A is assigning to 3. A is assigning to 3 means what is the value you got? 12. What is the value you got? 12. B is assigning to 2. B is assigning to 2 means what is the value you got? 22. C is assigning to 4. C is assigning to 4. 4 means what is the value? 33. And D is assigning to 1. D is assigning to 1 means what is the value? D is assigning to 121. So this gives the optimum cost, minimum cost to this particular problem. You can add these values, you will get the minimum cost. That means what is this one? 4, 7, 8. This one is 3, 6, 8. So what is the optimum assignment cost for this particular problem? 88. If it is given in rupees, you can write in rupees. If it is given in thousands of rupees, you can write 88,000 of rupees. If it is not mentioned anything, just you can leave 88. So this is the first model. So if you observe the first model, number of assignments equal to order of the matrix, solution is completed. And this model, step number 6, the solution will be completed. Sometimes what happened is you won't get number of assignments equal to order of the matrix. Then you will go to the next step, and how to solve that problem, that I will tell you in the next class. Okay. So I hope you understood this one. So after making this assignment, one thing you can remember after making this assignment means like this. After making this assignment and cross symbols, if you observe any single row or single column, only one assignment you will get. Suppose see first row, how many assignments you got? Only one assignment. Second row, how many assignments you got? Only one assignment. Third row, one assignment. Fourth row, one assignment. If you see column wise also, only one assignment you will get. Only one assignment you will get. So this is about a solution to find optimum assignment by using Hungarian method to this particular problem. In this problem, step number 6, the solution is completed because you are getting number of assignments equal to order of the matrix. Sometimes what happened is number of assignments won't be equivalent to order of the matrix. Then you have to go to the next step and you have to repeat the procedure until you get number of assignments equal to order of the matrix. So next class I will discuss that model. This is the direct model. So in the direct model, step number 6, the solution will be finished. Okay. So tomorrow will I see one more model. In that number of assignments is not equal to order of the matrix. Then how to solve that particular one. Okay. Thank you.